Hey my friends, this is Aldie, and today I want to share with you 5 traits that rich people absolutely avoid. The first trait is pretending. When people pretend that there's something that they're not, it is completely detrimental to their success. For instance, let's make up a guy named Joe. Joe is acting like he loves his wife. He's acting like he loves his job, that he loves his community, but is really forfeiting his dream to try to fit in, just to try to pay the bills. He's pretending to be someone that he is not, so therefore he will be broke. When you pretend, it ends up hurting you in the long run. You end up being fake with yourself, and you end up being fake with other people. You cannot fake it until you make it. You have to be real with yourself. You have to stop pretending. No one can pretend to enjoy their life or act like they're happy when they're not. People will eventually find out. I see so many people who act like they're smiling, but I see a little frown come out of their face. I can hear a little shriek in their voice. I can see it in their actions. I can see it in their intentions. I could feel it in their motives. It's obvious to many people that they meet. The second trait that rich people avoid is proving. Having the need to prove to other people that they're actually somebody. Look guys, you don't have to prove that you're adequate. You're already good enough. If you're good enough for the mirror, you're good enough for the world. If you can handle yourself, then other people should be able to handle and accept you for who you are. But you have to accept yourself first. Remember my friends, there's no need to show off. There's no need to boast. There's no need to tell little lies or exaggerate any claims. Just accept yourself for who you are. If you accept yourself, then everyone else in the world will accept you. You never need to prove yourself. You are who you are for a reason. Let me give you a clear example. Let's say Nancy is really having a good life. She has a nice car, she has a nice house, a wonderful family, she has great skills, she's well known, but she goes around and ends up trying to make people feel inferior so that she can feel superior. She ends up bragging and boasting and exaggerating and making things up just to make herself feel like she's someone that she's not. She's proving to the world that she's successful, but deep inside she feels more empty every time she brags. Now the real reason why Nancy is trying to prove herself is because she's actually competing instead of creating. Instead of actually creating the lifestyle that she wants and actually enjoying it, she's competing with other people and showing them that she is one step above them, which actually doesn't mean anything. We all came from the same place, and we're all going to return to the same place as well. Remember, never let pride and ego stop you from getting to where you need to go. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just prove it to yourself and realize that you have what it takes to become successful. The third trait that all rich people avoid is hiding. You see, when it comes to living your life successfully, rich people do not hide the truth. If there's something wrong in their life, they want to make sure that they confront it, not only with themselves, but with other people that can actually help them. People who are trying to hide the truth from other people are actually living in denial. They think denial is only a river in Africa, but it's much more than that, and it affects their whole entire life. A great example of this is the addiction to pornography. There's hundreds of millions of people that are addicted to porn, but they would never admit it to themselves or other people, and therefore they end up destroying their lives. Now, unfortunately, this person may be going through this situation and they may write it off. They may not think it's affecting them. But little by little, their creativity diminishes. They begin to become lazy. They start to lust and start to feel certain ways about people and situations that they shouldn't be feeling. And now they need to really confront it because it's overtaking their lives. There are many habits that you have to confront before you make a change. For instance, if drinking or smoking or gambling and cheating and lying is overtaking your life, you have to stop hiding it from yourself and other people. Get yourself some help. If you ask for help, it's actually a sign of power, and it will actually be the solution to your problem. Look, my friends, you cannot hide any longer. Everything that's in secret will eventually be exposed. There's a lot of people that are afraid to come out, but you have to come out, you have to tell the truth, and you have to be willing to know exactly what you need to do in order to confront those fears. The fourth trait that all rich people avoid is ignoring. They don't ignore their problems, they learn how to deal with it. They learn how to deal with their health, with their bank account, with their family situation, and they make the best of those opportunities. They find solutions and they solve their problem. However, a lot of people ignore because they fall into the trap of fear. They think that things are going to turn out worse than it is. They think that it's going to take long. They think that's going to cost them more money than they can afford. But sometimes they are wrong. For instance, I remember I was so busy building my business and I was afraid to visit the doctor. I thought to myself, it might cost too much. It'll take too much time. It's not worth the effort. Maybe they'll diagnose me with something. But little later on, I decided to go and visit the doctor, and everything was perfectly fine. What did I have to fear? Absolutely nothing. Remember, the penalties will accrue if you don't deal with the problems that you have right now. Sometimes a problem isn't even a problem, but it's still worth looking into. So be able to get your checkup and be able to do the things that you're uncomfortable with doing. Just be diligent in all of your affairs. The fifth trait that all rich people avoid is delaying. Rich people know that delaying only causes further problems. You want to deal with the issue right away. There's a lot of people that say, I'll just wait until next year and I'll write my book. Or I'll wait until they accept me in order to get in. But you have to go in full speed. You have to really want it. You cannot delay any further. A lot of people are waiting for the perfect time. They're waiting for things to just work themselves out. But that's just not how it works, folks. You have to go out there and you have to do it on your own. My friends, make decisions, not excuses. Remember, the world doesn't want excuses, it wants execution. It wants someone to follow through. It doesn't want someone to delay and procrastinate. It wants someone to actually go full speed and dive headfirst into what they really want in their world. When it comes to making decisions, you have to be quick and you have to be bold. It's easy for you to say, you know what, I'll just wait until tomorrow to go to the gym. No, say to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now. If you continue to make positive affirmations into yourself and talk yourself into things rather than out of things, then you will be able to be bold in your decisions. You will no longer delay and you will make it happen. My friends, I've given you 5 traits that all rich people avoid. If you like this video, make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you next time.